importance of food security for the achievement of sustainable development. Despite these inputs, the outcome document of Rio 20 does not propose an ambitious plan for the achievement of universal access to food and water. In light of this shortcoming, Mr. Secretary, we appreciate that you're pushing for the eradication of hunger. As you are well aware, almost 1 billion people are hungry. Malnourishment compromises life, depriving people of adequate development and a healthy future. At the same time, an increasing number of people suffer the effects of unhealthy diets that leads to diabetes and other non-communicable diseases. At this moment, more people die from diseases caused by overconsumption than because of underconsumption. We commend your initiative, Zero Hunger Challenge, which is aimed at ending hunger in your lifetime. In order to succeed, we must not simply establish new goals, nor do we need to share our vision of a hunger-free world. We urgently need to shift toward an economy that is based on the well-being of all people, animals, and the rest of nature. We need to agree on concrete steps to end starvation and malnutrition for all, as well as to fight for the sustainable patterns of food production and consumption. People need to have the right to define their own food and agricultural systems. Therefore, food sovereignty must be a key principle lying at the heart of all initiatives to end hunger globally. Our current food system is plagued by unequal access to productive resources. The FAO has found that women farmers could help feed at least another 150 million people if we act now to close inequities. In addition, land grabs and water grabs undermine food sovereignty today and threaten the resource base of current and future generations. This is the reality we face. In order to realize the future we want and the future we need, governments must recognize the rights of peasants and rural peoples and protect the right to land, food, and water. In international human rights law, it is important to ensure a human rights-based approach to development and to establish institutional mechanisms that would ensure fulfillment of human rights, particularly these pertaining to life, survival, and development. Therefore, we strongly support the establishment of the Ombudsperson for Future Generations at national levels and a High Commissioner for Future Generations at international levels. We look forward to working with you on the report you have been invited to provide on this regard. Governments alone are not able to deal with the challenge of feeding a growing poor population. Stakeholders, including farmers, young people, NGOs, as well as everybody in this room, must be included in the decision-making processes that can affect food sovereignty. At the international level, we support the Committee on World Food Security as an inclusive forum to develop food and agricultural policies that would help us feed the world. Mr. Secretary, we understand the challenge. We know your role and we know ours. We urgently need to make all actors aware of their roles, rights, and their responsibilities. Thank you.